Hi guys, what's up YouTube? This is Quick Bob Hero here with team building guide, I suppose, with straight out of alt, aka straight out of Compton, aka Iced Tea, aka adaptability, and yeah, I guess you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Anthony. So what we're doing here is pretty much just analyzing team preview to see how basically each of us would try to win the potential battle, which we're not actually playing. But like I said, we're just trying to get ideas and stuff.
Cool. So I guess I'll start. Oh wow, we have a professional joining us. Hey. Okay, so now we can start. So who should go first? Should I go first or?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, because yours is a stall team. Alright, so this is a standard stall team. And he has Mega Sableye. I'm going to assume it's the Will-O-Wisp set. And, you know, just the...
I think all the sets have wisp.
I'm sorry. The foul play. Not the Claw Mine set, basically. Like the specially defensive one.
Alright, cool. Fair assumptions. Go on.
Okay, so I'm going to see that. Amoonguss, you know, it's going to have Spore, blah, blah, blah. And it's basically going to act as... There's going to be the main switch into Starmie. Besides that, Chansey. So that's something to take note of. Yes, Skarmory. Or I guess one thing I should say off the bat is, looking at his team, it's a stall team, obviously. So Kieran Black is a threat. And basically all he has for Kieran Black, I can really say, is Quagsire. And,
Not even that.
yeah, not even that. And Mega Sableye is kind of annoying. And, you know, Chansey can be annoying, but at the same time, we have Scizor. Scizor has the set has Swords Dance, so it can kind of set up. It gets annoying. You kind of have to read around Quagsire though. So one thing that'd be nice is to be able to just kind of weaken down Chansey, because I also have Talonflame, which is Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Brave Bird. So I mean, nothing on his team really, like, I mean, besides, like, say, like, none of his team can, like, switch in on a burn minus Mega Sableye. So, I mean, anything's going to take residual damage. I mean, residual damage is always nice. So, that's one thing. So, Talonflame's going to be really important. It has Taunt, you know, all that stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah. And, oh, yeah. Forgot to mention, it doesn't lose to Mega Sableye without, like, Calm Mind. Because, yeah. It's Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, Roost, and Brave Bird, so that's not a problem. And Starmie, I don't see it getting a lot of hazards off, because at the same time we don't have anything to like surefire like kill Mega Sableye, because Will-O-Wisp is gonna weaken Scizor. Our Talonflame doesn't have any setup moves, so we have to rely on weakening Mega Sableye. So it'll usually end up just switching into Clefable and something like that. So we won't have anything for Starmie won't be able to rapid spin much, so I'm gonna have to be wary of that and see if I can get some predictions off on Clefable. So that'd be one of my game plans, trying to make sure Starmie you know, is unpredictable, like, you know, it won't just stay consistent with Starmie. And then finally Hippowdon's useful, in the sense that it's just nice hazards. It can bait out Amoonguss if needed be. You can do that, send out Talonflame or Kieran Black. That's basically a free setup. And yeah. As for threats, it's Mega Sableye, honestly, and Chansey can be quite annoying. It's one of the few things that can stop Kieran Black. But other than that, I don't really see a whole lot of threats. So I just have to preserve Kieran Black. Talonflame and Clefable are really nice too. That's really all I can say. So I guess your turn.
Okay. Alright, so, when I look at your team, I think, okay, well, obviously, Stallbreaker Talonflame is really annoying. I know that Kieran B has basically the potential to force out Chansey, because it's the only thing I have that can actually take attacks, and even then, it can have Outrage, which, pretty much 2-hit KOs Chansey. Especially if, it's taken any prior damage, or if it's knocked off by Scizor or something like that. So what I would definitely try to do is I would lead off with Sableye, because I actually have Fake Out, which enables me to basically lead off against things like DNC, like Megalophony, like Clefable, turn 1, and I basically don't have to worry about them attacking, because obviously I'm using Fake Out. This ensures that I have a free Mega Evolution, which means that I can bounce back hazards if I so choose. I also have a lot of or actually have a lot of special defense on this, meaning that I'm going to be able to take on that Starmie with relative ease. Even if it is analytic, though, I'm not going to be enjoying that. Let me see, I'm definitely not going to want to switch that in primarily to Starmie, but if I do predict a Rapid Spin, I might play around that accordingly. Now, my Scarf has Taunt, so I'm not too worried about Clef. I'm actually Spit F because Gardevoir is actually a really big threat to any stall team, and I actually made it so that Amoonguss is an O-code by Psyshock, I believe. And that Skarmory actually has Iron Head, which would KO it. Basically meaning that Gardevoir has did a couple Focus Blasts. I think like a total of 3 to actually take it out. That depends if it's timid or modest, of course. Quagsire is going to be great because it means that I don't lose to Scizor no matter what. Chansey is my rocker, so basically if I can overwhelm that Starmie or basically anything, if I can just apply pressure and force switch-ins to like Talonflame and Cure him, that's great.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. I guess I should emphasize this. Chansey was a Stealth Walker. I should have mentioned that because Skarmory is a primarily a Spikes user. Should have mentioned that. I didn't.
I'm hearing Defog on it because, I mean, typically you either see Spikes or Defog, but I actually wanted to run Taunt plus Iron Head to beat Clef reliably.
Okay.
Because I figured that if I'm going to be using, in general, if I'm going to be using Gothitelle, in general, I can only really trick one Mon.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, if things go well, maybe I can trap 2 or 3 things, but I'm only looking to like cripple one thing because realistically, I'm not always going to get it in on a double switch. I don't have any like U-turn Volt Switch to pivot it in safely.
Yeah.
But definitely, I'm going to try to trick that QB because if I can trick that thing, I can make Skarmory. I can make it a thing that I can defog on. I can go for Giga Drain or Foul Play with Amoonguss, try to get some damage on like Scizor and stuff. Because basically, if I get like Cure him out of the way, that means that Chansey and basically my entire team can deal with this Cure relatively easily.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. I'm going to obviously want to be a bit hazard. I want to be a little bit careful about the amount of hazards that are on my side of the field, as opposed, or as well as the ones that he gets up. But yeah, definitely, I feel that I can prevent hazards from going up if I have Sableye Mega Evolve ahead of time.
I guess I should mention my lead then. I was gonna say Talonflame as my lead because it has Taunt, Roost, Brave Bird, and Will-O-Wisp. There's something on this team that like really wants to like turn 1 on Talonflame. I don't expect the Quagsire lead because like Kieran Black, Clefable, even Starmie.
Besides, I mean, like with Magic Bounce anyway, like why would I not try to like bounce back?
Yeah.
Rockstar and Powdown at any point, unless I need Sableye for something in particular.
Yeah. Which I mean is kind of true. You want it for Sableye. I mean for Kieran, but yeah. But anyways, but my point is that Talonflame is just a really safe lead because even if it's Sableye, Sableye can't really do anything to a Spit F Talonflame, so it's like, yeah.
Okay, that's good. I think this team preview thing was pretty good, pretty self-explanatory.
Yep.
I'm gonna use basically a different offensive team just to get more insight because it's really good to know what you're playing with stall because obviously these sets are always different, they're always like changed up and stuff, depending on the player that's using them.
Yeah.
But it's important to be able to break stall, but you also want to know how to fare well against like balance, bulky offense, hyper offense, etc., etc.
So you're gonna get another team out?
Yeah.
Should I get another team out as well?
Yeah, if you want.
All right, so I guess you go first now. What's your?
All right, so definitely, he's bringing a balanced team. I know that Ferrothorn, Heatran, and Gliscor all are capable of learning Stealth Rock, although I know that Gliscor is usually like a special defensive Swords Dance user just to basically help these sorts of teams power through Mega Sableye Stall, because it's basically a status absorber. If you want, you can run Taunt as opposed to Roost, although Roost is preferred. Keldeo obviously has really nice synergy with the team. It prevents it from getting swept by like Bisharp. In this case, though, I think Pinsir actually has some pretty good potential to sweep my opponent's team. If that isn't Scarf Feature, and I'm obviously going to want to scout that because that could be very annoying. As for Megas, um, both Zam and and Slowbro have the ability to Mega Evolve. I'm gonna assume that it's probably Mega Slowbro, just because it really appreciates the damage that Ferrothorn and Heatran can rack up with Leech Seed, Lava Plume, Toxic, Stealth Arc, and Spikes respectively. Although it could be Mega Zam, I don't want to completely discount that because if it traces like Intimidate, it might put me in a position where it's able to live any sort of attack, and that would be pretty bad. So basically, yeah, like I said, Pinsir really annoys him. Breloom was also really annoying because it's adamant with Bullet Seed and Rock Punch, meaning that Ferrothorn's not exactly going to be enjoying these hits. And if I get Rocks up, I can definitely pressure the Ferrothorn Slowbro board just because I have Fire Punch under his V. And Earthquake and Frustration actually does a lot of damage to Slowbro. It doesn't to a kill. It comes very close. So I can potentially use free turns where he would be likely to switch or slack off, and I can go to Breloom accordingly to try to get some more damage on his team. Basically, and then if I feel the need to basically revive something from the dead, or something at very low HP like Scizor, I can potentially do that with Latias, but that is going to be my primary check to Keldeo. Seeing as though that's one of the few things that I can actually take it. But if it is choice, I can probably abuse the move that it's locked into. And yeah, that's about it. I definitely want Rocks with my Helmet Chomp. That's going to be good. Scarf Drill is going to be great for Revenge Kill.
It's on Helmet Chomp.
Wait, what? Mega Zam, like it could potentially be. And then if it's Scarf Keldeo, that's valuable information. So yeah, that's about it. That's about it on my analysis.
Okay, so I think you meant Helmet Land OT.
Yeah, that's what
Cool. Just want to know. Though I wouldn't have expected that. I would expect the standard leftover set. Though I would say that I knew it wasn't going to be a Scarf set because I see a Drill on your team, and it's not on Sand. So the first thing I think of is Scarf Drill, and with Mold Breaker. So that was what I would see at first. So, and it would be a Scarfed Spinner, which would be kind of nice. It beats Gengar, so that'd be my predicted. So, anyways, for biggest threats, I can see Mega Pinsir as a particularly big threat because if it sets up once, I really don't have any switch-ins for it. I mean, I have Gliscor, but even then, like, it's knockoff and EQ, so it can kind of set up in my face. So that's a big threat. So one thing I do want to make sure is that Rocks are up as soon as possible. So my priority would be to try to get Heatran in, like on Latias, try to get, on a Keldeo switch, predict that, go out to, you go out to Latias, I go out to Heatran, get my Rocks up. You can, go for Defog, but I have Toxic, so eventually you'll just get whittled down, and you can't really do anything with Heatran.
I'm basically going to just get a healing wish off, or basically I'm not going to be able to defog.
Yeah. Basically, that's all I care about, because I want my Rocks up. Pinsir needs to be crippled, so it's possible, so I can get emphasis on it. Zam is a pretty big threat on his team. He doesn't really have switch-ins, because my Zam has Shadow Ball, so...
Yeah, Sash is also very annoying.
Yeah.
Just being able to, like, especially if he plays it well and he saves it for later on versus, like, Drill. And, if you were to save both, like...
But I just want to let you know...
If you were to save, like, Heatran plus, like, Zam, I'd basically be forced to go for Earthquake, meaning that I couldn't go for Iron Head Flinches, and he could just kill me with Blast.
But that's what you would think, but I'm actually Mega. So, but one thing that's cool is that I would actually try to save up my Mega, so that way you couldn't really tell who I am. Plus, yeah, so that's really my thought process on that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I actually think that, like, Mega Zam is slightly easier for this team to deal with because, like, I mean, like, because Sash is, like, really tedious to play around. I mean, like, Mega Zam is still really annoying, but it's, like, once I get the damage on it that I need, it's kind of...
Yeah, it's...
And plus I can revenge kill with Drill and stuff reliably. I don't have to bank on an Iron Head Flinch get 2 hits. I don't know.
So, but I also have Slowbro and Gliscor for Drill, so they're pretty reliable.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not
Yeah.
Can't really use this thing early game.
So yeah, Keldeo is a pretty big threat as well. I mean, I just need to bait out Latias. it's really good bait for Latias, because if I can get Heatran on that, that's like, it's one of my only opportune switchings besides Mega Pinsir before it sets up. Because if it sets up +2, I'm dead. But, you know, +1 I can take a close combat. So, I'd also want to make sure Heatran's preserved just for that. Like, at least have like 70% HP, so I can take one. I don't know the exact calcs, but something around that ballpark.
Yes.
So, that's really about it. Wait, no, it's not. As for leads, my first lead is actually going to be Ferrothorn, because I'm expecting lead Breloom. If Gliscor doesn't have Protect, so... Oh yeah, Slowbo is actually going to be really important for this team. There's something that can, besides Breloom, there's something that can really primarily hit it, and it also baits out Latias, yada yada. Alright, so, as for leads, I'm actually going to be off with Ferrothorn. The reason is that it's just a nice lead. Pinsir, it handles decently with Gyro Ball, plus Iron Barb's damage, and I could have Rocky Helmet, I don't, so that would hesitate him from leading. Drill, just Ferrothorn as well, decently.
Yeah,
It's not terrible. Same with Diggersby, Landorus T, same, especially since I just concurred that it was Stealth Rocks, and Latias obviously. So Breloom is actually the main reason though, because if it leads out against Breloom, then Mach Punch does like a bit. It barely misses out on the 2K. I think it's like 40%. It's not barely, but yeah. Either way, I could get a nice Gyro Ball off, and it sends Breloom off in a bad lead because he can't Spore me, and I can just get a Gyro Ball off, do like 70%, and then Breloom will Breloom can't OHKO me. Like, Breloom can't kill me in 2 hits, but I can kill him in 2 Gyro Balls, so that's gonna be awesome. And that's my ideal lead. Ferrothorn.
I don't know. I would think that Landorus is probably my best lead overall, just because if he does lead Keldeo, I can go to Latias if I absolutely have to. It's not a play that I would like to make, but I mean, overall, I can set up rocks on basically anything if I really wanted to. Again, it'd be nice to have this thing reasonably healthy to take an attack from Zem if I needed it. It's not going to be too useful in terms of beating like Gliscor or Ferrothorn or something like that. And the only thing I can actually threaten out is Heatran. So I'm not going to be too, like, basically I'm going to be more open to basically risking it, as it's not too crucial to winning the game.
Landorus T, right?
Yeah, Landorus T, yeah. So I think that's about it. Anything else you'd like that?
No, all I'd like to say is that, subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's Adaptability. I'll link it down below. We'll probably do some live sessions together. I don't know.
You guys don't check the item trash.
He's alright. He's okay. He's an average guy. That's really about it. You want to just choose our leads just for formality's sakes?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Alright, cool. We're authentic now. So, that's really about it, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, leave your critiques if you would like to see more. And yeah, that's all.